So everybody, as you can see, it's time for some Limited Madness extras. Finally, Avatar released, and we are all awaiting our juicy packs. So let's claim them first. And got all of the lands. Nice, nice. A lot of bending involved, so be very, very careful. So let's get our Limited Madness straight. By the way, 100 days of Magic from scratch. So big, big celebration. Get through the Omen Puffs out of the way. Avatar Premium Draft. Nixie Pick 2. Only Premier. This will be our future. So here we go. Avatar is online. You love to see it. This drafty will be online tomorrow evening on the YouTubes. So if you did not watch it live, it's totally fine. So we go to events, Limitato. Have the seeds, have the quicks, the premiers, the traditionals, the non-traditionals, the champions, the whatevers. But we'll go for the premier drafts here. And just queue up. Have a lot of fun. Ooh, never have I ever so fast clicked. So, what do we have here? No untapped GG because it's got screwed. So we will have to draft like the champions we are and just have a look at the set. One of the reasons why I like quick draft, especially at the beginning of a set, you have way more time to read the cards. I'm jumping into Avatar blind, so that will be something. What I've seen so far is sorcery lessons, instance lessons are a new thing. So keep that in mind. There are no learn cards though, so these cards just have the subtype lessons. I will go with the soccer here. Being a 4-mana 3/3 with Menace, Prowess, an ally, other allies have Menace, and allies being one of the best decks in the set, I guess it's nice. Normally the white-red allies deck just crushes you, so we'll try to go 3 color. We also have some very good sacrifice lands in the common slots, so we definitely can play multicolor. Which is an indicator that the 2-color decks normally wreck you. But yeah, soccer is awesome. Whenever you cast non-creature spells, create allies, so goes white. And allies have Menace and Prowess. This is just nuts. We'll take the soccer here. Pack1 Pick 1, totally true. What else do we have? Phoenix Fleet Airship. If you sacrifice the opponent this turn, create a token. That's a copy of this vehicle. As long as you control 8 or more, they are creatures. Is nice, but a little bit slow. Not sure about the Phoenix Fleet Airship. What else do we have? Boomerang Tactics. Return target non-land. Draw a card if I controlled it. Is a sorcery, so not too nice. Temples are also a thing. Shrines. Big shoutouts to Numotanami, aka Kenji Igoshira. He drafted some really nice 5-color limited decks during the early access. So I think temples are a thing. Firebending is also quite strong. Uncle Iroh, one of the best cards for the Lessons deck. What else do we have? Got the Kyoshi Warriors in common, which is fine. I will be taking the Northern Air Temple here. I think Phoenix Fleet is good, but is way too slow for this format. Can also see you picking up the Uncle Iroh. Firebending is just way too pushed. And he's also an ally. But I want to try and maybe go 5-color temples. So what else do we have? Got the Enforcements, which is awesome for allies. Got Servant of the Past, which is one of the best payoffs for the Lesson deck. Julie, I personally think, is kind of creepy. Can be really good in Sacrifice. Path to Redemption being a better Pacify is okay. So some solid removal. And that, we got the Rubber Drop, which can search you for some planes, which is nice. Got the Daily Indoctrination, which is good. Got some fixing here. Earth Rumble Wrestlers. Or the Quench. I Quench, yeah, hahaha. So I will go with the Path to Redemption, I guess. Having some removals is nice. Other than that, the Invasion Reinforcement is also quite good. But it's a creature spell, and Soccer wants some non-creatures. So I can also see you pick up the Path to Redemption here. What else can we do? Fancy Footwork. Nice combat trick. Also another lesson. Ooh, Cat Gator can be really good for swamps. Got another shrine. Make some monks that are prowess. So Crescent Island Temple is awesome. Airbend Lesson, one of the better instant speed removal spells. Can also flicker some of your cards because Airbend loves enter the battlefield triggers. Waterbend I think a little bit too slow, so not my personal pickup here. Grasp is one of the better removal spells in blue. Sold Out is just a really good removal spell in black. But I kind of want to go into Temple, so we'll pick the Temple over the Sold Out. And other than that, we also got the Snare. So black removal going around quite late. It's kind of interesting to see. But especially with a new set coming out right away, there will be some draft mistakes, so don't take it too seriously. Got the Fortune Teller, another ally. Got the Patrol, which can untap. And tap with Waterbend, which is kind of nice. So good tempo spell. Cavalry for 5 mana, a little bit expensive, but Firebending just broken. Got the Sentries, which are really good with Reach and Death Touch. Also gives you some life if you have some lessons. Battle Fan good if you want to go to allies. Otherwise I think black is just open. Let's go for the Azula. Maybe go into some black-white allies. At the beginning of your end step, put the counter on target creature or vehicle if you attacked. Fire Nation Engineer can be really good if you're aggressive. Wandering Musicians. Nope. Earthbending Lesson just makes a land into 4/4. Exhaust is also in this set. Iguana Parrot looks pretty strong. So yeah, could play some tempo. Farm Animals looks nice with the Sacrifice. I will go for the Engineer, I think black looks open. Never marry your first pick. But Shrines is also there. But I think you need to go green for the Shrine deck. Pox Bearers is kind of fun. Zuko's Exile, expensive but good. Wasp Colony. Sack a creature, draw a card is fine. Also grows with counters. Summon Air Temple is just an awesome shrine card. I think I will still try to go into shrines. Otherwise, 3-drop Freedom Fighters is also good. So let's just pick all of the shrines and see how far we come. North Pole Patrol, Wheeling. No, it's pack 8. Also, we have 8 ads. Sorry for that. Yip is okay. Snowballers can be solid. Ooh, Zhong is kinda good. Got also the North Pole Gates, so I think I'll take the land over the Zhong or the Patrol here. Just get all of the fixing for our Temple deck. Peaks came back. Crawler is okay. Ooh, Swamp Snare Trap Wheeling is kinda crazy. This card is so good. Swamp Snare Trap looks awesome. Barrels of Blasting Jelly. Yeah, we'll go for the Swamp Snare Trap over the Sunblast Peak, I guess. Removal is important in this format, so let's go for the removal here. Lost Day is a little bit expensive. How to Start the Riot. All of the instant speed lessons are so good with Firebending. So could take the Freedom Fighters here. I think they're a little bit better than the How to Start the Riot. Can see both though. Ooh, the Oasis came back, so that's nice. Cunning Maneuver. Merchants for some recursion, but we'll go with the... Whoa, very late Swamp Snare Trap. This is kind of crazy to see. So yeah, kind of happy with how we started. What do we have here? Realm of Co. Enters tapped unless you control a basic, which is fine. And create a colorless spirit token, can't block or be blocked by non-spirit creatures. Expensive ability, but still very good card. Accumulate Wisdom is one of the best cards for Lesson. Ancestral Vision, if you have enough lessons in grave. Judge Freedom Fighter is kind of nice as a creature with removal. Also put some counters on your stuff. Crushing Wave is okay. Indoctrination is fine. Blasting Jelly, Lightning Strike. With what we have, could just go red and white. I think the Jet might be a little bit better here than the Lightning Strike. Take the Jet here. Oi, oi. Sorry for the ad break, everybody. During a draft, I'm a little bit too locked in. So what else do we have? Got the Air Nomad Legacy, which is awesome. Creatures you control with flying get +1/+1. One of the best cards in the common slot for the flying deck. Really good in airbending. Honest Work. One of the lose all abilities cards, which is good. Got the Omashu. Got the Pox Bearers. We are mainly in white, black, and red. Firebending Lesson is really good. Removal. Trebuchet. Can be nice. So it's either the Firebending Lesson or the Omashu here. Could also go for the Air Nomad Legacy, but so far we are more red and black than anything else. Could still try to go into Shrines or maybe Allies. But I personally don't see the soccer right now. So Allies might be a little bit overdrafted. Went for Villager Sacrifices, so no. Hehe, Paco being in mill condition in Lessons is kind of fun. Another Iroh is kind of good. Double red can be a little bit tough if you go 3-color. But if you go red-black, it should be fine. Swamp Snare Trap coming around so late is kind of strange. It only gives -3, but it's still so good. So what do we want to get? I think I'll go for the Iroh over the Trap. Nah, the Trap is too good. And I don't know how many lessons we have. Let's have a look. We have only 2 lessons so far, so that should be fine. Hoi, you are the Moon Spirit. 4 mana 3/3 Flying Vigilance is good stats. Got Kyoshi Warriors making another ally, it's kind of fine. Corrupt Court Official is kind of good. Deserter's Disciples. Cat Owl can be good tempo. I think I'll just pick the Yui here. Otherwise I would recommend maybe the Kyoshi Warriors or the Trebuchet if you have something to sacrifice stuff. Don't think we will play her, but she's just a good rare. Oh, Thunder Tank is nice. Price of Freedom can be good. Tiger Dillo is kinda crazy if you go green, red, big stuff. Or just have enough pump. Could go for Meditation Pool. Or maybe Suko's Exile. Kinda like the Tiger Dillo here. Don't see us playing any blue so far. So I think we just try it like this. Go aggressive red, black. Maybe cut the rest. What else do we have? Lone Lead, Twin Tutors. Search for a lesson or noble card, really put it in your hand. Noble creatures you control and lessons have lifelink. For 5 mana at 2/2, which with upside is kinda interesting. Archers is okay. Watery Grasp and the Honest Work coming by. Seems that blue is open. We'll go for the tutors here, see how good it will be. Oh, got the Maneuver, got the Boomy Bash. Boomy Bash is solid removal. Cards that scale with the game are quite nice. Merchant of Many Heads will definitely also be quite fun. Waterbending Lesson is kind of crazy for the lesson deck. But I think we'll go for the Boomy Bash here. Just take the removal. Then what else do we have? Another Cunning Maneuver. I think just having some clues is kind of good. Beetle-headed Merchant's a little bit expensive. Azula Always Lies is kind of good. I like the Skullduggery effects and it's also a lesson. So I think we'll go for the Always Lies here. And then Indoctrination being a discard and a potential creature is kind of nice. Rocky Rebuke is kind of good, it's instant speed. Blasting Jelly is so la la. I think we just take the Indoctrination here. Stay our lane in white and red. Another Boomy Bash. Over the Poxbearers. If we go red and black, Cat Gator can be good. Yeah, 7 mana is expensive. I think I'll go for the Boomy Bash here. Let's just get all of the Boomy Bashes out of the way. Take the Lizards just to signal that red is not open. Very late Foggy Swamp Vinebender. I think this card is awesome. Cannot be blocked by creatures with power too. But yeah, their Zulu Owl Slice is awesome. So what do we have here? Legend of Kuruk being a mythic. Scry 2, draw a card. That's really strong. And also makes your avatar Kuruk, which is really nice. Ooh, so blue. Whenever you cast a spell, create the 1/1 spirit is really nice. The value of this card is just bonkers good. Heartbeat of Spring, whenever a player taps a land, the player adds 1 mana of that land produced. No. Do we have anything that we want to pick up? Waterbend 20, yeah. Kinda crazy. I will take the Legend of Kuruk. I think there is nothing in this pack that we want to pick. Ostrich Horse might be nice and Kyoshi Island Plaza, but we are very heavily into red-black. Could still try and splash something, but I don't see it right now. Also, I think the aggressive decks perform way better in a new format at the start. Might be also the way. And we still could play soccer if we cut black, but I don't see it right now. What else do we have? Fire Sages is awesome. Jody is okay-ish. Ember Island production is just crazy. What else do we have? Raider is so la la. The Flyers might be really strong. The Badger molds are quite crazy. So the green red's normally also good, but I will take the Fire Sages here. So yeah, so far I think I'm really happy with the deck. Lightning Strike is easy pickup. What else do we have? Whenever one of our creatures is controlled, flying attack, draw a card. Yeah, so the blue-white Flyers deck might also be a thing in limited. And that, the Kyoshi Village, maybe to splash into green. White Lotus Hideout. Can fix you for any color into Lessons, which is nice. Got the Boomy. Choose X, where's the number of Lessons in your graveyard? What the heck? Boomy is kinda nuts. 5-color Lessons is also a thing. 3 counters on Boomy, Scry free or Earthbend free. This card is crazy. Boomy might be a mythic uncommon. Keep out. Have a look out for that one. Boomy is quite strong. Earth King and Protector is one of the best cards for allies. Another Theo, which is just bonkers good. Ruin is waterbending. You may waterbend 4, all creatures get -2/-2. Whenever a creature dies, you get some life. Another Tiger-Dillo is exactly what the doctor ordered. So that's good. Pirate Peddler is one of the payoffs for the Sacrifice deck. We don't really play Sacrifice. And yeah, First Time Flyer is just one of the most broken commons that I've ever seen. 2 mana, 2/3 if you have a Lesson Grave, which is easily enable. There are so many lessons in this set. So yeah, could take the Trebuchet just for some more aggression and some good defense. Could take the Exile if we need more hard removal. I think removal-wise, with 3 Boomy Bashes and 3 Snare Traps, we are definitely well set. So yeah, we need more creatures, we take the Trebuchet here. What else do we have? Hermetic Herbalist. Really good in Lessons. Ooh, all of the fixing. Blessing Confrontation, which is a very interesting sweeper. Got the Vindictive One, which is just a very good filler. So many good flyers, oof. So blue Flyers and Lessons definitely open. But I think our lane was definitely red-black here. Ooh, Twin Blades is kinda nice. Foggy Swamp is okay. Raiders is good. Bloodbender for blue-black. I will take the Twin Blades here. We might not play it though. Could definitely also gun into blue, but I think our red cards look nice. So yeah, first time flyer coming around once more is kind of crazy. We'll take the Sunblast Peak. We might splash something in white, but I personally don't see it. I think our red deck black looks awesome. Take the fixing here. Yeah, another Kyoshi Island Plaza. Sandbender Storm is a very late removal spell. How to start a riot. Kinda good if you go white. We'll take the plaza here. Just for our collection. Foggy Swamp Hunters with the draw. Very late Cat Owl. I think this card is really good. Also with the Glider Staff. Okay, Kyoshi Village. Hawk Monkey can be really aggressive if you have some +1/+1 counters and very late Iguana Parrot. This card should not table so late. So yeah, we just stay in our colors. And be happy. Snowballers is something, Leaper is something. But yeah. Hoi boy, that was something good. Very hectic draft, but a really good one. So, let's have a look what we play. We got the water skin to fix us. I personally don't think we need it. Have some of the sacrifice lands, but only in white, and that is not something that we need, I guess. Still not sure about the chat. Oh, we got some creatures, but not too many. Picked up a lot of good removals, so that's nice. I think the first card that I might cut is the Twin Blades. Love me the Swamp Snare Trap, love me the Boomy Bash, so that's good. Crescent Island Temple needs more temples. We only have 2. We've got the normal Air Temple and the Crescent Island, so I think they might be a little bit too weak. So maybe cut the temples here. Zula Always Lies is awesome. Don't have too many big creatures, which sucks. But we have some potential pump. What lessons do we have? We've got the Azula and the Daily Indoctrination and the Firebend lesson, so I think the Luan Lee is good. Rough Rhino Cavalry might be maybe a cut. Or the Mongoose Lizards. I think our 2-drops look nice. Not having too many 4 power creatures sucks a little bit for the Tiger Dillo. So I personally think Tiger Dillo will be way better in some pump spell deck. Not in a control shell that we have here. But still, we've got the Azula, which can give some counters on our 3-powered creatures, which is okay. So that's fine. Got also some red creatures which grow. Got some value. Can cut one of the bigger creatures, I would say, and then just go to town. I think the Mongoose Lizards being able to just drop for 2 and gaining us a mountain is kinda nice. So drop the Rough Rhino Cavalry and see how this deck will do. This will be our deck for today. Do it like this. Other than that, I think the draft was quite fun. Blue was wide open. Blue-white Flyers was really open. But I did not see too much good removal in white. Maybe locked a little bit too much into black, but we will see how far we come with this deck. Other than that, I definitely like me the comments and comments in the lessons. So blue, red and white definitely good. Other than that, Flyers might be able to tempo us. Our distribution is pretty even, so I think going 8 and 9 is okay. So let's go into some games, have some fun. Ho 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 ho. Hoi boy. So yeah, game 1 of Limited Madness. Red Black Firebending it is. So yeah, I did not pick up too much Firebending or anything else. But I think our curve looks fine so far. So drop the Fire Sages. Next turn game some Gain some mana, pump the creatures. Ooh, there's the first time flyer. Ooh. So we can make one, have 4 mana available. Boomy Bash is sorcery speed. Firebending stays until end of combat. So let's go attack first. I think we just pump up our Fire Sages here. Boink. That looks awesome. Ooh, there's a lightning strike. Oh, unfortunately, 1 mana too little. So this looks like allies, if I've ever seen a deck. Unfortunately, we did not find any good fixing. So I think we just keep up our mana for now. Got a lot of removal. Biggest problem with our deck is we don't have too many threats. So we'll have to see how far we come with that. Other than that, the most impactful decks definitely allies and lessons. We'll definitely get rid of that one here. No counters for you. Okay, there's a Theo. We can Boomy Bash that one. I think the biggest problem with our deck so far is that we don't have too much card draw. This might come back to bite us. So Clue is definitely something that you might want. Ooh, energy bending. Oh, Lone-La is good. So drop the mountain here, play the Lone-La. Lone-Li, Twin Tutors. Get ourselves even more removal. Could go for the Indoctrination here. Could also just go for the Firebending lesson. I think we just hit our removal and pass. So yeah, all of the fixing for our opponent. Cool thing about Boomy Bash is also it destroys target land, creature or non-basic land. So you can definitely disrupt the ally decks a little bit if the opponent gets too greedy with their mana base. Yeah, Ember Pingu. Avatar came out 1 hour, I think half an hour ago. We drafted a neat little Red Black Firebending deck and see how far we come with that. Picked up a little bit too much removal in my opinion. So we'll have to see how bad it will be against value.deck. Because this set looks quite nasty. As you can see, all of the comments give you clues. So you can draw a million cards. Also cards like Snare Trap came by really late. So I think the value cards are like in Strixhaven. We'll try to 2 for 1. Could also just attack first, see what happens. You're so scared of drafting. Don't know anything about Avatar draft. Opponent with their lesson, so -1, -1, +1, +1. And if they have another effect, we still have the Firebending lesson. So yeah. The easiest thing about drafting is normally the so-called bread formula. Bombs, removal, evasion, aggro, and then that. If you draft like this in a normal draft format environment, which is not too complicated, you normally have good chance to win some games. Other than that, there are some draft formats, like I think is Avatar, which needs a lot of synergy. So especially Numatanami and Headology Magic complained quite a lot about the very aggressive Firebending decks, because they are so fast and aggressive. I personally think Allies is also a really strong archetype. And other than that, Lessons might be also one of the bigger archetypes, which is definitely overrepresented. So a lot of value in the whole format. A lot of card draw for the opponent, we need more pressure. Drop a card, but I think making it 2 mana 2/2 might be better with the removal that we have. So let's go to attacks first. Ah, we could also just try and go to town. I will have a look at their hand. How bad is it? Katara. Ooh. Okay, that was a good one. Don't mind me. Katara Water Tribe's Hope is bonkers nuts. Makes an ally and creatures you control have base tower X. That's a really good one. Deadly Precision, okay. Also, this set has a lot of removal. So let's get some counters. No! Whoopsie daisy. This is unfortunate. Did not see that one, they drew it from the top. So yeah, what does the June do? Sacrifice another creature, create a clue. I think I swamp snare this one. What does last Arcnica do? Fight. They can make a clue with the sec... But I think it's not worth it. Can sacrifice also the North Pole Gates. Waterbending ones, yeah. I think waterbending not too good in constructed, but in limited it might be nice. I met not any airship decks so far. I've seen airship pick 2, but I personally think it is not good enough. But this might be a big mistake. Maybe it's one of the best cards in the set. Could have picked it up pick 2, pack 1. But I forgo it for some shrine and temples. So yeah. A lot of top decking right now. It looks really janky. I think it's more of a constructed card. Oh, I'm stupid. Whoops. First punt of the day in Limited Madness. Could have attacked for another 2. Might come back to bite me. This game is such a nail biter. Oh, there's Lo and Lee. Yikes. Big punt. We are the aggressive deck. They are the value deck. They are already down to 13 cards, which is kind of crazy. Have to discard 2. So let's play the Azula Always Lies first. Get the counter. Get the minus. Shrink. Pump. Does not really matter because they discard me for 2. Also have lifelink, which I don't like. Do it like this. Play the Firebending Lesson. Play the Firebending Lesson for 5, just because I don't have anything to do. Oh, stupid, 1 second. Have to play the lesson first, otherwise it fizzles. Because of the 2 modes, and then just go for full price. So yeah, no discard, deals 2, but no life gain. Because this card is bonkers. Giving all of your lessons and your nobles life gain is kinda crazy. So yeah, they could have been on 7 already. So that was really bad from me. This is close to lethal. This is a very close game. Every point of damage counts and I'm just fumbling around with my hasters. Ooh, Firelord Azula. That's a bad one. Please, no haste. Ugh, another precision. So yeah, this is one of the reasons why I normally distribute my counters. So play the Boomy Bash, get rid of the Firelord. Play El Lizardo. Big boy it is. Damage to you. 2 into face. Pass for now. So, what does Imber Pingu say? Tomorrow afternoon, would you be up for a joint stream, draft, and we basically play together? We can try. I think tomorrow should be possible for me. Yeah, if I attacked earlier, they would have been dead on board already. But they only have 1 spell, so as long as they don't make tokens, we should be fine. Yeah, this game. Nice. Hoi, boy. So yeah, okay. We can definitely do some stream together tomorrow. This was fun. Such a nail biter. Ooh, first win. So 1-0. Oh, the Rooflin opposed deck. Yeah. More than 10 Rooflin deck, you need to seek help. I think the deck looks fine so far. As you can see, we are normally the aggressor. So if the opponent has a lot of removal, we're just screwed because we only play 11 creatures. But I think the distribution is still okay. What I definitely miss in this deck is some synergy or some card advantage. And we also had a lot of blue going around very late. First pick was Soccer Tenacious Tactician. So I would have loved to play blue, white and red allies. But normally you should just draft and play what is open, not what you want to play. Forcing cards is normally lethal. So yeah. We also got 2 shrines, which we could definitely play if we want more value. So might get those 2 in the deck if I don't feel that it's right. But at the moment I feel quite happy with the deck. As you can see, so much removal. Trebuchet needs a creature. Always like the Skullduggery, so that's nice. So play the Indoctrination, maybe start with a creature. Could also have a look at the opponent's hand, discard some good stuff. What do we do? What do we do? I think we'll have a look. I think the creature into the Trebuchet might have been better. Oh, so many good rares. So I think this card is definitely good. They've got the Sold Out, so very good removal too. We'll drop the Trebuchet and try. So yeah, Suko Conflicted is really good. Lose 2 life, draw a card, put the counter, exile, then return him under an opponent's control. So yeah, pass for now. Yeah, this is a mirror match. My deck is way too removal heavy, so I'm not sure. But the rest of our cards that we can enter, add to the deck are just, I think, a little bit too unimpressive. So yeah, we can make a clue, can also shrink their Freedoms Fighters, which I think is fine. Just keep some damage off the board. They already got their value with the ally. So Trebuchet begun. Could have also kept the Azul Always Dice. So yeah, I think you should definitely draft a lot of value. Oh, I have so much removal, but nothing to do with it. Got some creatures to destroy, which is fine. But I think especially the 2-for-1 stuff is what you need in this format. This format is overloaded with removal. So the value is where the juice is. Get rid of the beetle. Can draw your cards, get some counters. Ooh, Cruel Administrator. Ah, enters with a counter, and then every it attacks it makes a soldier. Oh, this card is bonkers. That's a big boy. Yeah, the chat is really sad in my deck. I don't have any token makers. And I need the extra red. So yeah, I might lose to the mirror match here. Our opponent's deck looks way better than ours. Just the administrator gets me really bad. Yeah, and the Swamp Snare Trap does not do it. This boy always growing sucks. So what can we do? Can shrink him, but it doesn't matter. I think we have to remove something, but getting rid of the tokens is such a feels bad. Ooh, okay, exiles their own stuff. Makes a clue. So yeah, this format is very value driven. So I might think about my decisions in removal. Might be also very rare heaviest Headology Magic set. Uha, Porcupine. Oh boy. And Ruffians too. All of the value cards that replace themselves or get you some magic creatures on board is so good. So yeah, get hit for another 7. And I think we are just dead on board. Yeah. So, that was unimpressive. Let's revisit our deck a little bit. We don't have too much to switch out, but we could do some changes. Could have definitely drafted a little bit around the soccer. Other than that, yeah, 4 mana, make 1 prowess token is not good enough. And the Northern Elf Temple drains a little bit, which I personally think is also not good enough. So, could go and splash white for the Southern Air Temple, which could be better. I personally don't see it as worthy. Could do some splash shenanigans. Okay, this was our red-black try. I think we'll do a little bit of addition. Let's get some blue cuts in, some white cuts in, see how far we come. How many allies do we have? Only 2. But for soccer it doesn't really matter because soccer cares only about non-creature spells. Pamps up our creatures, but that's fine. The U is just a 4 mana 3/3. Owlcat is good. Can get all of the cards in. So white should be easy. Easy splash. Can get the water skin in. Can get some shrines in if you really want to. What cards am I not too happy with? Definitely want to get some lands out, some lands in. Could cut some of the black. Maybe put more blue in. Can also play the Legend of Kuruk, which is good. Kettle is good with the hybrid mana. Geyser Leaper just to give us some value if we don't have anything to play. Also the Rough Rhino Cavalry might be okay. Could play the Yue, could play the Snowballers. Can try some shenanigans if we really want to. Cut some of the black cards. But that's really janky. So I'm not too sure about it. If we just want to splash the soccer, we can do it like this. Just get the soccer in, stay red black, and just have a little bit of fixing. Do we have any board clear? Nope. Nope. Only during the drafts I found a little sweeper, but nothing too impressive. Our deck is a little bit too controlly, so I think cutting the Azula Always Lies is okay. With 3 temples I think we can have some interesting plays. Not sure if it's good though. Rough Rhino Cavalry is filler, I would say. Chat needs a solid amount of red, that's for sure. Hawk Monkey I think is good. Like me the Fire Sages. Reinforcements might not be too impressive. Southern Air Temple, just nice. Can play it like this. Indoctrination is good, but not too good. Just a solid 2/2. Can try it like this. This will be my second iteration with the deck. Some free splashes. So did I get it? So yeah, we'll try a little bit of splash, maybe a little bit more power. Not sure if it's better. It's definitely way more jankier. But yeah, that's the thing with a new set. Just try it out, see how far you come. So, got all of the main colors, so that's fine. Let's play the Oasis pass. Oy vey. Rockers audience ramping is bad news. So I could Firebending lesson right now, which I think is okay. Also play our first Temple, which is good. Northern Air Temple is such a meme card. Also, it's a legendary enchantment, so shrines might not be as available, as playable as I might have thought. So let's go with the Fire Sages first. Okay, Lofang. Oh, definitely get rid of that one. Hit in for 2. Then go to attacks first, I would say. Big problem for the Tiger Dealer is we don't have too many cards with 3 power. So getting rid of the Azula Always Lies also makes that a little bit more problematic. Okay. Fire Nation attacks is kinda crazy. Guess we just trade for a token here. Could Lightning Strike the other card. We need 1 extra mana, which sucks, but it is what it is. Then we can still play the Tiger Dillo as a follow-up. But yeah, Tiger Dillo can't attack or block, so oof. Way better in red-green. Might see some Tiger Dillos from our opponent. I think the red-green go big deck might be good. Especially with all of the earthbending cards. Always kill the dork. Ah, and Firebend as Ascension, yikes. Whenever a creature you control attack can cause a triggered ability, put a quest. 4 more quest counters, you may copy that spell. Blah. Copy Firebending, you'll love to see it. Oof. So we'll go with this snare first. No Firebending for you, at least not for now. A lot of fixing and ramp though. So that's annoying. Okay, there's Suki. Play the Boomy Bash first. No Suki on board. Menace Warden is good. But yeah, as you can see, my control deck does not do anything good. We are just so screwed. Let's play the one to have at least something on board. Tiger Dillo is unfortunately not good. Oh. And the Raiders too. So yeah, we hit all of our lands, nothing else. So get rid of their Raiders here. No more clues for you. They can still replay the Fire Nation attacks, because flashback is a thing. So yeah, this reminds me power level wise a lot of Final Fantasy. If you just go good stuff that deck, it's not good enough, you need all of the synergies. payoffs, enablers, and go to town. And we don't have any lesson left. So yeah. I think getting the shrines in and cutting the lessons was a big mistake. We don't have enough good shrines. So I might cut back on the shrines once more. Have at least some form of synergy. Haha! The Nightbot worked. Nice. No more bot interaction. Okay, okay. What can we do? Sacrifice the palms, draw another card, which is good. Drawing only the bestest of lands. Okay, Tally makes us not being able to block. I think we're just dead. This deck looks quite nasty. GG's. Oh boy. So yeah, I guess this is a trade like draft. We'll have to adapt once again. I think the red black base deck definitely worth it. I think playing the sock on the splash is a possibility which we should do. So get rid of the temples. I think they're not good enough. 3 temples is too little. We'll definitely play some Azula always lies, at least 2. Could play the rough rhino just to have some top end. Don't like the trebuchet which we have. And every big creature is also good for the Tigadillo. So that's a thing. Could play the Twin Blades just to pump up our creatures into a terrain where their power is important. But I don't think we have to. Water Skin plus Soccer might still be worth it. Don't need the plains. Oh, get the extra swamp in, or the extra red is better. I think we go for the extra red here. How much red do we have? 9. How much black do we have? 6. Could go 7 and 8. Might be better. Yeah, pick the extra island. Just have the fixing and the redraws. This could be good. This could be okay. I think Azula a little bit better than the Indoctrination. But could also just go 1-1 and try it like this. The Twin Blades might still be worth it though. Let's see how far we come. Might be our last game of the day. So, got double red. Got the skin. If we draw another land, we should be fine. Got the lesson for some early removal. So, just give me land, my deck, please, please, please. No, it's only 3 drops. Because why would it? Waha! And the Spirit Keeper, yikes. Whenever you draw a second card, create the Spirit token. So blue, black, draw 2 it is. Oh, you'll love to see it. So start with the water skin, maybe we can remove that card next turn. Swamp Snare Trap might not be good enough. Very good to know. There are so many 4 toughness creatures which come down early. And with the lesson now, draw a 3. Draw 3, discard 1, that's very good. Spirit tokens being unblockable is kinda nuts. I need still another land. So what can we do? Nothing but cry, I guess. Let's drop the engineer first. Pass for now. Yeah, blue looks really strong in this format. Discards me, sure. My hand is stacked. What do you want to discard? There is no war in Passing Say. Daily indoctrination discarding my chat. So on flavor, you'll love to see it. So yeah, the good thing, Fire Nation Engineer does not need to attack, it only needs to see someone attacking. So I think we'll play the strike here on the Snowballers. Destroy the Spirit Keeper if we can. If not, we just play them. Firebending Lesson being instant, we could also play the Warden here. If we don't draw lands, this might be our way to play at least the Lesson rather soon-ish. Usually blue draw 2 is not that strong limited. Ooh. Ui ui ui. Card draw and removal is normally what wins you games in limited. I hardly disagree. The draw 2 decks are definitely something that can go quite hard. So I think this time the Firebending Lesson will have to go. They might also just drop our Freedom Fighters. Especially if you have drafted Modern Horizons 3, the Sneaky Snacker blue-black draw 3 deck was one of the best decks in the format. In draft, you experience never getting the reliability of always getting a draw 2. That is the thing. You don't even need it. If it happens from time to time, it's already good enough. Just getting the card advantage plus something on board is so strong. I would never underestimate these cards. Tapping down my stuff is kinda nasty. But at least I get the counter here. So attack here, get the extra counter I would say on the Warden end of turn. Just play the Tigerdillo. Pass for now. But yeah, this looks pretty grim. Not drawing my lands against million card draw, million land drops. Oh, it's unfortunate. Could have gone for the Womp Snare, but Snowballers did its thing already. Then you have cards like the Azula here. Target opponent exiles a non-token creature they control, then exiling on a card from their graveyard. Resolves, Tagadillo, bye bye. You may play those cards. This sucks. Azula sucks really bad. Whatever they exile, it's really bad for us. I think we just lose to the stupid rares. So yeah, this set looks pretty much like Final Fantasy power level wise. You have some busted rares in Mythics. And a solid common and an uncommon suite, but if you don't pick up the good rares, you just lose. And I don't draw my lands for whatever reason, thank you deck. So yeah, this sucks. And at least I can attack with the Warden here. They can eat it, which is really obnoxious. So what they can do is double block or don't block, it doesn't really matter too much. I will definitely go for their Swamp Keeper, I guess. Azula is bad, but the big problem is the Swamp Keeper makes even more unblockable stuff that just kills me. So taking the extra fee. Ay ay ay. Taking the extra 4 here is something that they have to endure. They have so much card advantage and removal. These card spells were bad. Also setting up the Azula is kinda nasty. Yeah. Don't fret about it too much, Pingu. I personally had some very good experiences with the draw 2 decks. But it always depends on the draft format. You cannot just say casually this is better or this is worse. It's always depending on how you think about the format, how it worked out for you. We have to commit something to the board, otherwise we just ditch. Can go for the Luli, pick the Azula, but yeah. Playing our own cards against us is what I definitely despise. Cunning Usurper is pretty nasty. I think this will be the end of the road. So many 4 toughness creatures. They can just go right click attack all, doesn't really matter. They have so much pressure. For all the fixing in the world. We'll block here, we'll block there and there, I guess. And this is game. So we'll have to jump block, then eat here, jump here. And just take the 4. At least for now. They might have a lightning strike in hand. Ooh! Unagi of Kyoshi Island. What the heck is this card? What? Waterbend 4? What the fridge? Yeah, I'm just dead on board. This card has literally hexproof. Tapping down 4 creatures to get rid of that stuff. What the heck? This card is awesome in control and awesome against control. What the fridge and fudge? GG's, I concede. Oi boy, Trainwreck draft it is. This set is tough to draft. This tech is not beatable. They had all of the good stuff. So definitely draft a lot into synergies if you want to get some wins. This was obnoxious. So here we are with the deck review. First draft of the new format, and it's quite tough to draft. Tried to keep it as simple as possible, but the synergies did not come together too much. Ouch. First pick, Soccer was okay. Could have forced allies a little bit more, especially in pack 3 and in pack 2 we saw a lot of blue cards. So I think blue-white, red Soccer was definitely something that he could have done. I overvalued the black removal a little bit too much, so Azula Always Lies is a good combo trick and removal for cheap stuff, so I like that one. But I definitely miscalculated on the Swamp Snare Trap. Don't like this card in this format. There are way too many good cards with 4 toughness, which you cannot get rid of. Otherwise, it's still a solid removal spell. Targeting flyers for 1 less is nice. -3 is still good. Can shrink big creatures to keep pressure off your neck, so that can be also something. But especially with abilities triggering on attack, I think... I'm not sold on this card. Other than that, big shoutouts to Boomy Bash. Love this card, that's good. All of the value cards are definitely necessary if you want to win some games. And if you want to smash town, definitely pick up Tiger Deals only for the green-red deck, which goes really, really big. Or just go synergies with Lessons, or Landfall, or Earthbending. Firebending is also quite aggressive. Did not see any Firebending decks so far, but might be at the top end. And definitely pick a lot of fixing because the rares are busted in this set. So the dual lands should not go too late. And if you pick something up in pack 2 or 3, it's definitely worth it to go into the 3 color decks. So depending on how good Firebending Aggro is, you can definitely draft a lot of awesome synergies. So I love it. We were unlucky this time, but we'll definitely go again tomorrow. So see you in the next video. And thank you so much for watching. Let's get our pity pack and call it a day. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you want to see more, we've got 2 awesome videos that might be right up your alley. other than that, you can always join our awesome Discord server and join the community. The description box holds all of the secrets. And if for nothing else, pick up the brave, sometimes behave, see you soon, and have an awesome day.